Hi Cancer, thanks for stopping by. It is a spiritual horoscope, so please take what resonates and release the rest. We'll start off with some runes and then we'll clarify with some cards. So let's hop in. What does Cancer need to know? Please bring in whatever the universe wants Cancer to know at this time. Oh, there's two actually. So you've got dog eyes, which represents a breakthrough. You've got Ingus, which is about fertility. So it's almost, I feel this is more of a project that you've had this little thing that you've held so close, and it feels like you didn't really share this project with a lot of people. It's been like your little pet project that you do in the evenings, and you haven't told a lot of people that you've even started pursuing it. But it's almost like once you start opening this door and you let people in on it, it's almost like they're going to be amazed at what you've done. Let's clarify, what are these influences for Cancer? And you've got Yira, and Yira represents, think of it as karma, the energy you put out into the universe, anything positive, and all of that will come back to you tenfold. And then you've got Urus, which represents perseverance. So with this project that's coming, it really feels people are amazed, and it's almost as if they want to be part of it. And that's where Yira can, it's that energy that you're putting out there. So if you let people in, it's no longer your pet project. So you really have to decide if you want to let people in and what their roles and responsibilities will be. And if you let them in, this is where the perseverance need to come in, because you've lost that element of control. So your soul needs to decide if that's what you really want. And that's where you'd have to have patience with this too, because it's a trade-off, right? Because if you let people in, things might flow faster because there's more people helping, but you're so close, you're so used to having it so close to yourself and making all the decisions yourself. Opening it up to other people, sure, it can move faster, but then there's different perspectives, different opinions, which in some cases may slow things down. So that's where open lines of communication are key. All right, let's take a look at the past. What does Cancer need to know? And you've got Othala, which represents inheritance. And in this case, it's more of, it's almost, I want to say, unexpected gifts. So all of this work that you've done, how I want to say it, will pay off. That all this work that you're doing is going to be worth something in the end, because we've talked about here the energy you put out, including other people if you choose. It still will all work out in the end. And that's what Othala is saying here. So let's clarify. What does Cancer need to know? What can we clarify for Cancer? What does the universe want? So you've got Langus, and this represents going with the flow. So if you choose to bring in other people, this is where you'll have to go with the flow, because you're now losing that element of full control. Or if you don't let them in, you still need to go with the flow, because things might not move as fast as you want it to, but things are meant to happen for a reason. So when it's the right time to work on things, and it will come in, but you need to trust that the time will allow itself when you're ready, when your soul is ready, put it that way. Because you might be ready for it, but it might not be the universe's time for it to come in. So that's where going with the flow is important. What else can we clarify? And you've got Thorisaz, which is an opening and a gateway. So if you don't let people in to help you work on it, this is almost like if it's that balance that's coming in. If you're not wanting to let people in to help you work on it, this is where Taurus is showing that the middle ground would be asking for opinions, asking for perspective, but you're still doing the work. So you've got different ways of going, and you need to choose what that is and how to strike that balance. What else can we clarify for Cancer? You've got, I always forget this one. Oh my goodness. It's Iwas, and that represents surrender. So it's, in this case, I'm being pulled to, if you let people in, you need to really let go of certain elements of control. Like, you're still in charge, but people work differently, have different methods of working to get to the end result, but there's also different perspectives on how to get the work done and what it looks like. So this is where the open lines of communication are really crucial. And you've got Rado, and this represents a journey. So whichever way you choose, because it seems like you do have options, which is fantastic, you need to choose what works for you and what journey you want to go on. If you want to still continue solo, if you want to let people in and just have that perspective, or let people in completely and allow them to help you get this out the door faster. So that's where your choices are. So let's clarify with some cards. What does Cancer need to know? What can we clarify for Cancer? So you've got attraction. So what I want to say here is the people that you're wanting to let in, is you have to evaluate and really look at the word that just came in actually is motivation. Why are they wanting to be part of it? What's their interest? And this is where looking at it from their perspective and letting them in, you'll let in the right people, is what I'm getting. But you need to look at the motivation and the drive. All right, what else can we find out? Actually, these two. You've got change and masculine. This is funny. This card has come up quite a bit in some readings so far. So you've got the change, and the change is like you've got three choices literally on how you want to pursue this. And this change will do this breakthrough, create this journey that you're on. And this masculine, we talked about letting go and things will fall into place. You've got the cycles of the moon. So things will fall into place when it's the right time. And these stakes in the ground to me represent you really need to stand up for your beliefs. And when there are decisions that need to be made, you need to make sure that your opinion is heard. There's always nice ways of saying it. There's always positive and nice ways of talking, but you still need to get your point across. And actually, I'm being directed to here, you've got two figures, and it's like this partnership that comes in, but you need to, even with the partnership, there's always a balance that needs to be had. All right, what else can we clarify? Whoa. So you've got extremes. So in that case, how I want to take this is the balance, because you're either all in 200% or no time to do anything at all. And that's where the balance comes in. If you slowly chip away at things and just do a little bit every single day, is a lot better for you in terms of striking a balance than doing things 200% and then you're burning yourself out. So that's where the extremes is how I'm going to take it, is striking that balance with this project that you're on. And in terms of making that decision, how much are you willing to let go to keep this dream alive and this moving forward? All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you at this time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.